Hi folks, we're going to take a look at number 22 from page 288. So this was one where we made a little correction. There should have been brackets around that t minus 7.5. Okay, so here we have the height of a passenger on a Ferris wheel, and they want to know the first two times that the rider reaches a height of 20 meters. Okay, so essentially what we're solving is we're solving for h equals 20. Okay, now there's going to be lots of times when the rider could reach a height of 20 meters, but we're only interested in that those first two times. Okay, so this is the equation that we're solving. Okay, so we start by trying to isolate the trigonometric expression. Okay, and then from there we'll use trigonometric methods for doing the rest. Okay, so bring the 12 to the other side. That gives me 8 divided by 10. So I've got 0.8 equals sine of pi over 15 t minus 7.5. Okay, so again, just brought the 12 to the other side and divided by 10. Okay, so this is what we're solving for. Now, remember that when I use my inverse sine function, which I'm going to have to do here because this isn't related to special angle, that it's going to give me one answer. Okay, and if we think of this on our Cartesian plane as an angle, it's going to give me an answer in the first quadrant. Okay, so it'll give me a positive answer, so that'll help me find the first time that the person reaches a height of 20 meters. Okay, the second time will occur, of course, in the second quadrant where sine is also a positive number. And remember that whatever we find here, I'll call it theta, that this angle here is pi minus theta. Okay, the angle that's going to have the equivalent sine ratio. Okay, so let's go ahead and find, let's try to get the, there we go. Okay, so inverse sine of 0.8 gives me 0.93, we'll say. Okay, so that means that this expression here, so that's sort of representing my theta, so pi over 15 times t minus 7.5, that can equal to, what did we find? 0.93. Okay, but if we want the second time that it's going to have this value, we know we're going to have to take 3.14 minus 0.93. Okay, so let's just calculate that here. 3.14 pi minus 0.93, our answer gives us 2.21. Okay, so that means that pi over 15 times t minus 7.5 can also equal to 2.21. Okay, now if I wanted the first three times that it reached the height of 20 meters, well, what would I do? My next answer would be 0.93 plus 2 pi. Okay, if I wanted the fourth, it would be this number here, 2.21 plus 2 pi. But I just want the first two. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead and solve this for t. Okay, so here, what's the first thing that we get? So let's start by taking our 0.93 and we'll multiply that by 15. Okay, and then divide by pi. Bring that to the other side. Okay, and then of course we have to add 7.5 as our last step. Okay, so our first answer is 11.94 seconds. Okay, and now we do something similar for the other side. So again here, t equals, well, our 2.21. So first thing we do is we multiply by 15 and then divide by pi. Okay, and then from there we add 7.5. Okay, so we get 18.05. Okay, and those are our two answers. Okay.